Hello student, have a pleasant morning to one and all. I at Shivaji Group of Institutions welcome you all with the video lecture class. Student, today I am before you with the literature portion that is written and a new poem. That is in poetry portion, a new poem, and the topic name is the Bengal Sevens. Bengal Sevens. Student, its particular poem is composed by Sarojini Naidu, an Indian poetess. So, this one is really very interesting poem, very significant poem of the notion that tells us something about Indian women and their ways of living standard and their status. Student, if we talk about Sarojini Naidu, so she is very prominent Indian poetess. She is known for her way of writing, her picturesque way of writing, her imaginary, her way of giving the thing in a simple way. So, she is called the Nightingale of India. Fine. So, let's we talk about something about the poetess. If we talk about her, so she is one of the renowned Indian poetess and she has written very prominent poem in the field of English literature. And we are seeing that in Icse they are adapting many of the Indian poetess and we are seeing that they have a great inclination towards Indian poetry. Many of the poems were adapted from there. Because Sarojini Naidu, R.K. Narayan, Mulkraj Anand, these were the poetess and author, those who have written something about the standard of Indian people, the way of their living and their living style and what is the condition of there. And if we talk about Sarojini Naidu, she is a such type of the poetess who has written the deep feeling and the depth of the Indian women that they had into their heart. In a brief way, we can see that she herself had done a lot for the upliftment of the women standard. They always did a great effort for women and she really liked on writing on womanhood because she herself was a woman. So student, let's see that what's the poetess wants to explicit before it from this poem. Let's we talk something about the poetess. She was a renowned Indian poetess and she was born in 1879 in Hyderabad. She received her education in India and England. She began her writing career at the age of 12. So when she was only 12 years old, she started writing. And the Figure of the Dawn, another collection of the poem. And some of the poems have been published after her death. And she was known for her simplicity, for her imaginary style of writing and for her picturesque description like this. So she was also called the Nightingale of India and after that who is called the Nightingale of India? Lata Mangeshkar. So student, this is a brief description of the poetess and through this poem she wants to reveal before us the plight of the Indian women, the standard and status of the Indian women. Let's we talk about something about the title that is written before you, the Bengal Seller. So what is it? As we read the title, let's talk about something about the Bengal and the seller who goes from here to there to sell his bangles. The title of the poem is really very simple, so you can get the meaning of this one. There is no symbolic or hidden meaning in it. But the thing is that the Bengal Seller is one of the well-known poems. It's a very popular poem. It is included in a collection of the poem called The Bird of Time. So this particular poem has been taken from The Bird of Time and it focuses the Indian women, the plight of the Indian women, in which standard they are living, and what are in which way they have to behave, what are the stages of the women, what are the stages of the women. So through this poem, Sarojini Naidu has been described as, and no Indian woman is supposed to wear bangles. The wearing of bangles is suggestive of happiness. Fine. And we people know that only married women and unmarried, but widows are not supposed to wearing bangles, especially, and this shows it is the symbol of happiness, peace, and prosperity. The newlyweds wear bangle of different hues from those worn by unmarried girls. So there were different colors of the unmarried. There were different colors of the unmarried. The girls who are not married, they are wearing different colors of the bangle. But the first stanza of the poem describes the brief family setting of the poem. The group of bangle seller is on the way to the temple fair to sell their bangles. So at what place? What is the place that is decided for selling the bangles for seller? At the side of the temple or in the fair? Because why they do so? Because they find crowd, and they find a group of the people from there. So they are just thinking about their richness. That's why they are doing it. The bangle seller is poor, but they don't talk of their poverty. One of the bangle seller tells us of each stage and Indian women is line in terms of longing for bangles of the particular color. So through this stanza, the poetess Sarojini Naidu has described us as depicted us different stages of the women. What are the different stages of the women? She has described over here through different stanzas. So each stanza in fact deals with each of three stages in an Indian woman's life: as a virgin girl, as an expected bride, and a mature matriarch. So student, we are seeing that through this poem Sarojini Naidu has given us the real plight of the Indian women. So let's talk about something about the main point of the poem. A group of bangle sellers is going to a temple fair to sell their bangle. So it's written over here, a group of bangle seller is going to a temple fair to sell their bangles. So these are the places where bangle sellers are going to sell their bangles. And one of the bangle sellers described the bangles. So there were many bangle sellers, but one of them are going to describe different colors of the bangles. Some of these bangles are meant for young unmarried girls. Some colors are selected for unmarried, for virgin girl, and some for the brides and some for matured housewife. So there are three stages of the life that has been depicted in this poem, and some colors are selected for virgin and unmarried girl, and some are selected for bride who is going to become a wife of someone, who is going to get married to someone. So different colors are selected for there, and some are selected for matured housewife. So this is a selection that is done by bangle sellers. These bangles are expensive of the happiness of the woman in three main phases of life: as an unmatured girl, as a bride, and as a wife. These bangles are expressive. So these bangles, the different colors of the bangles, are really a symbol of happiness, really a symbol of happiness, prosperity, and peace and calm. And these bangles really depict before you the three stages of women. Fine. Silvery blue and pink colored, and phases of life as an unmatured unmarried girl, as a bride, and as a wife. Silvery blue and pink color. So which color? Especially we see that girls like pink color. So silver, blue, and pink color. Silver, blue, and pink colors bangles are suitable for unmarried girls. So this is a nice selection of the bangle seller, and we people are seeing it. isn't it? It's not that this is only our imagination. We have to think like this, that unmarried girls have to like pink color and silver color and blue color. It's happened and we are seeing. This is a live example for you. If we talk about the unmarried girls, if we talk about the young girls, they always like pink color, they always like blue and silver color, they always like to wear. This is, it's her taste. This is her taste. So according to their taste, bangle sellers have selected different types of the colors for them. For the bride to be there are bangles that look yellow like cornfields. If we go any cornfield and you find color and that is yellow. So yellow colors, yellow colored bangles are selected for whom? For bride, for newly woman who is going to get married, and are like red rose, and the color of bangles are really looking like yellow and red rose. Bangles meant for middle-aged housewives are purple and gold flecked gray. So there is a changing of the color according to the changes of their age. According to their age, bangle sellers have selected different types of the color for them. So student, this is just a summary of the poem. Let's start the text of the poem that is given over here. So student, we have seen that through this poem, what does Sarojini Naidu want to depict us? What is it? So in the first stanza, if we talk about the first stanza, so in the first stanza, Sarojini Naidu has depicted, the first stanza makes it clear that a group of bangle sellers are on the way to temple fair so that they could make some money by selling bangles. So here some bangle sellers are there, and they went to temple, they went to fair for their occupation, for earning a lot of money, for because they could find more of the people, more of the groups of the people, different types of the women, just like girls, married women, unmarried girls, and some girls, those who are newly married. So they could find there. That's why they are going there. Through they have carried the loads of bangles. So even they are having a load of bangles upon their shoulder. They are not unhappy. They are not unhappy. So if you are having some burden upon your shoulders, so at that time you feel something unpleasant, but they are not feeling like that. They are feeling happy. This is why the load of bangle to them are shifting loads meant for happiness, daughters and wife. So this is a symbol of happiness. This is a symbol of prosperity. This is a symbol of pleasant scene, and this shows that these bangles are for daughters and for wives. The multicolored bangles are beautifully described as rainbow tinted circle of light. So here the poetess Sarojini Naidu has described in a very beautifully way the different color, and the color is like rainbow. The rainbow you find with pure, different 7 colors are there. In the same way, the bangles are multicolored, and they are like rainbow. Simply figure of speech is there. By repeating the word happy, the poetess has emphasized the human element of the product. The daughter who expect to be married soon wear bangles to express their happy longings, and the daughters who are going to be married after some time, so they are showing their happiness, they are showing their great desires, because they are going to reach in a new life. They are going to carry a new, they just having a new spirit into their heart. They are very passionate, and they had a great longing there in their heart. So these types of the bangle, the colors of these bangles are the expression of their longings, the expression of their great desire. 5. The wives who wear bangles express their happiness and contentment in their marital life. So the contentment and the peace that they have into their heart after getting married, it is the symbol of that. In the second stanza, describe the bangles of various different types of the colors are there. Some of the bangles are silvery and blue, a misty and mountain mist. This is the figure of this piece. The poet Sarojini Naidu had described here that the color of bangles are silver and blue. It is misty and mountain mist. They are meant for the virgin girl who had countless longing for her married life. So the thing is that here poetess Sarojini Naidu has depicted that some type of the girls who are really going to get married. So bangle sellers have decided different colors of the bangles for them. What are those colors? The colors are for them. Some are pink as birds. Some are like birds. Birds that is in the starting. So in the starting, the freshness, the energy. Okay, the energy, the freshness that they have into their heart, just like a bud, that is very fresh and that is very energetic at that time. So it shows that they had into their heart, and the bangles are like that. Some of these bangles are shining green, whose freshness is close to the vivid beauty of the newborn. And some bangles are really shining. Bangles have really some lusters and some charm like this. So they are green in color and they are looking very fresh, just like it is showing the beauty of the bridal. Tender leaves. All these kinds of the bangles are suitable for girls. Their color express their tender longing, their gentle longing that they have into their heart. These things depicts it. So students, this is the explanation of two stanzas. I hope so that you are getting it very well, because this is the live example for you. If you make image before your eyesight, so you can get the point that really it's happened in our day-to-day life. So through this poem, Sarojini Naidu has depicted before us the plight of the Indian women's society, in which way they live. So the next stanzas we will continue in our next video. That is enough for you. Thank you and have a nice day to one and all. Hello student, have a pleasant morning to one you all. I at Shivaji Group of Institutions welcome you all with the video lecture class. Student, in a previous lecture we were studying the poem The Bangal Seller, that the introduction and the gist of the poem and the central theme of the chapter I taught you, and I also taught you something about the Indian poetess Sarojini Naidu. So student, today we will continue the text of that poem. So I see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 stanzas are there. So just read it. So we will get the explanation of that one. So here the explanation is that there are a group of bangle seller who is going to fair and temple for selling their bangles, and they all had different colors of the bangles, and they have selected different colors of different women, just like unmarried girls and the married, and for bridal and the ladies who are working as a housewife and matured women. So they have selected different types of the bangle for them. So just see that in which way she has described the plight of the Indian women. So let's start the first stanza. The bangle sellers are we who wear our shining lords to the temple fair. The bangle seller, they were having heavy loaded bangles upon their shoulders, and they were carrying them to the temple site of fair. because they people thought that they could find group of the people there so that they could earn more and more money. Fine. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circle of light, lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wife? So it is seen that who will buy? Who will buy these different colors of the bangle, and these are very delicate, these are very temple, these are looking very bright, these are looking very bright and rainbow tinted, it means bangle of the different colors in the rainbow. Just like rainbow has different colors, with you there are 7 colors, and in the same way bangles have different colors. Lustrous tokens of radiant light. Lustrous token means bright shine and radiant lives. Radiant, that indicates or point out prosperity, happiness and pleasure. Fine. So here the poetess is saying that the bangle sellers were having different colors of the bangles, and these bangles are tender, these bangles are very tender, and these are in different colors just like rainbow, and these bangles are the symbol of happiness of life, pleasure of life, prosperity of life. And who will buy them? Who will buy them? Either happy daughters or happy wife. So why the poetess is saying there that happy daughters and happy wives? Because it's a custom and tradition in Indian society that only married women can wear bangles, and the women who are widow, they are not supposed to wear bangles. It's a restriction. Fine. So that is why he is saying the girls, the virgin and married girls, they can wear bangles, and the married women, they can also wear bangles. So this is the explanation of the first stanza. Let's see the second one. Some are meet for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue. If we talk about the maiden means young unmarried girl, youngsters. Some are neat. So some bangles have been selected for unmarried, for maiden wrist, for their wrist. This one is wrist here. Silver and blue is the mountain mist. So what are the color of the unmarried girls? The color for unmarried girls is silver and blue color. Fine. As the mountain mist, as the mountain. So here the poetess has used simile figure of speech, silver and blue as the mountain mist. There is a natural scene. There is a natural context has been taken by the poetess, and simile figure of speech is used here, and you are seeing that poetess want to depict before us the colors of bangles by taking the example of the natural scene. This is really very a picturesque description and very high quality of the imaginary you can see. So some are flushed like the birds that dream. Some are flushed. So some types of the bangles are looking like birds. Birds are really very fresh, are very tender, very delicate, and these are the time when it is not in a form of a flower. So that is why these are at the stage of birth. In the same way, the unmarried women, the unmarried girls, and the virgin and the maiden, they are like birds at that time. They are not flower. So that is why different colors of bangles and the color for bangles are decided just like a birds, just like a mountain mist, and in both the lines simile figure of speech is used here, silver and blue as the mountain mist, you have to underline it, and the second one, some are flushed like the birds that dream. This one is also simile figure of speech. So you are seeing that very beautifully the poetess Sarojini Naidu has used the simile figure of speech. On the twinkling grove of woodlands stream, some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limped glory of newborn. Some are twinkling. Twinkling means calm, peace. And woodland stream in a forest. And some are twinkling brew of the stream. So it's look that in a forest, you are seeing some type of the peace, some type of the calm. In the same way, when the young married girls, when the young girls and the teenagers girls who are going to buy some bangles from bangle seller, so they wanted to purchase only those types of the bangles who are which are suitable for them, and some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves. Cleaves means sticks closely. Aglow means shining. So she really likes those types of the bangles which has a bright shining, which are shining, and to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Newborn leaves here, bangles of the green color are compared to the newborn leaves. So some bangles are green color, but that is not dark green. Here the green color denote a newly grow leaves, and the color of newly grown leaves is not dark green. It is something light. So in the same way, that color of bangles are selected for them. So this is a nice selection of the bangles selected for them. So you have seen that which types of the color has been decided for maiden or for the young. So let's proceed to our next stanza. Some are like field of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on a bridal morn. Okay, so some type of the sunlit corn. What is the sunlit corn? Corn shifting in the sun, referring to corn-colored bangles shifting yellow. So here, sunlit corn. Whenever we see the corn free, so that is yellow in color, meet for a bride. So which color is decided for the bridal? Yellow color. Meet for bridal morn. Bridal morn, the morning on which a girl is become a bride. Okay. So bridal morn, the morning on which the girl is going to be married, and some like the flame of her marriage fire. So when the girl is about to get married, some fire, some desire, and some passion that she had into her heart. So that is shown by the color of the bangle, or rich with the hue of her heart desire. So her heart is desirous. Her heart is ambitious at that time. Twinkling, luminous, tender and clear. Tinkling. So here the sound of tinkling, creating a ringing sound. The use of which figure of speech used here? So when the sound suggests the meaning of the sentence, tinkling, it's onomatopoeia because its sound is suggesting here. Luminous, it's clear. Tender, very delicate. Bridal laughter refers the bride happiness and her marriage, and sorrow at the separation from her parents. So at that time when she was about to get married in the morning, so here the poetess has given a blend of her happiness and her sorrow, because in the last line, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear, the bride she is very happy because she is going to get married, but she is also unhappy, she is also in a sorrowful meet because of the separation, of her parents. So you can see the high quality of the imaginary of the poetess. There is a blend, there is a mixture of pleasure and pain. Fine. So let's proceed to our next stanza. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hand hath chased, whose love has blessed, and cradle fiercens on her faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worship the gods at her husband's side. The last stanza is very, very important. Very deep meaning is written over here. So here poetess is talking about the matured housewife. Some are purple. Some colors of the bangles are purple and some are gold, and there is a mixture of grey color, gold flecked grey. Gold flecked grey, gold cover with grey color bangles. Meant for that color is for housewives and mothers. Okay, purple and gold flecked. The bangles are golden and there is also some mixture of grey color, and that is the selection for housewives and mothers. For she who had journeyed through life midway, because they all have passed their half of the life. They have passed very important part of their life. They have experienced a lot. Whose hand have cherished. Cherished means enjoyed. So these types of the colors are really look nice. If we can see the purple and golden grey colored bangles on her hands, that look very nice. She liked that color. Whose love had blessed. Love had blessed. So it is the blessing for them. And cradle fair son and her faithful breast. Cradle means reared. So she had also have sons and daughters, and she always held their sons and daughter towards their best. She always impart their lovable feeling towards them, and they always clinging to them. So she is rearing their sons and daughters through their generosity, through their lovable feeling and tenderness. So such type of the things are, because she is a mother also, she is a housewife also, and accepted and serves her household in a fruitful pride. So that is a good quality of a woman, that she is also managing her house in a good way, nicely. That is also a matter of self-respect, that is also a matter of pride. It doesn't matter that you are highly qualified and highly educated, then you can handle and manage your house in a nice way. It is your perception, it is your point of view in which way you have to manage your home. So this is the thing, that such type of the housewives and the mothers, they are handling, they are managing their homes nicely in a proper way, and really it's a matter of fruitful pride. This is the pride, this is the consequence, this is the result of their experience that they have got till now. This is the result of their earlier experiences, their past experiences, what they have got since their childhood. So, and serves the household in fruitful pride, and worship the God at her husband's side. And she also give reverence and regard to her husband, and she also feel them as God. So these are the things, these are the different aspect of the woman that she has to do in her matured life, as she was playing a role of housewife or as a mother. So student, you have seen that through these stanzas, Sarojini Naidu has depicted us the three stages of the life. The stages, the stage of unmarried women, the stage of the bridal, and the stage of the matured and the mother. So here, which type of the part she is playing? She is also playing a part of housewife. She is also playing a part of daughter-in-law, as a mother and as a wife. Okay, so we people are really playing a different role, because the world is like a stage. The world is like a stage, and we people are really playing our own role here. This is the line of Thomas Hardy that is given by in his novel. So student, this is the description of the Sarojini Naidu, and that she has given in a very beautifully manner, that is the picturesque description, and there is an imaginary. The poem is very simple in tone. I hope so that you have got it, and I have also told you if we talk about the rhyming scheme of the poem, so the first stanza is written: Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining lids to the temple fair. So the beer and fair, the both the words rhyme together. So the rhyming scheme is AA, fair, beer and fair. So AA, and the second one, who will buy those delicate bright rainbow tinted circle or light? So the bright and light, they both rhyming each other. So BB. And the third one, lustrous tokens of radiant lips for happy daughters and happy wives, CC. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is AABBCC, because you have to write in literary device here, and some questions are also asked from there. So student, this is the poem for you that is completed today, and you will get the notes and the PDF of your exercise very soon. And if you have any problem regarding this poem, you can ask me, and in our next class we will start a new chapter. Till then, thank you and have a nice day to everyone.